look at that bright color. Oh, light-handed. Definitely don't need highlighter with this. Oh, wow, hold on. Hey girl, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to find you the best beauty products for the best prices. And today we're gonna be battling the brand new e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush versus the e.l.f. Original Putty Blush. I don't know, like, is there really a difference? If there is a difference, will the one that's, you know, a little bit more glowy last as long as the original? All the things, so let's get into it. I'll be doing the new Luminous on my right and the original on my left. I got them in slightly more intimidating shades for me, just to add a little bit of interest. I'm not used to red or orange blushes like at all. Light peach is the most I venture into that range. Start off with the new one. Okay, so it says you can use your fingers, the putty brush. I like to use a sponge, but I don't know if I will today. I just realized I need to put on my tinted moisturizer, so I'm gonna do that real fast. I'm going to be using the glossier tinted moisturizer because I know how it wears throughout the day. I'm not using any like primer or powder or setting spray, none of that. Oh, look at that bright color. Oh, light-handed, light-handed. Let's get you zoomed in. According to e.l.f.'s website, a putty to powder buildable blush that adds a pop of color to your complexion, now with a subtle shimmer finish. Your favorite putty blush now with a shimmer finish for a glowing complexion. We like to repeat ourselves here. Highly pigmented creamy formula melts into your skin with a lightweight buildable formula infused with argan oil and vitamin E for a boost of hydration. It comes in 6 shades. I have it in the shade, the terrifying shade. What shade do I have it in? Isle del Sol, and it goes for $7. Okay, that's not as quite as scary as I thought it would be when it comes to like the shade. It gives a very pretty glow though. I like that a lot. Definitely don't need highlighter with this. Using a different finger to apply it. Oh, wow, hold on. Oh, the original putty blush is a lot more, waxy is not the right word. What's the right word? It's just thicker. The luminous one is a lot thinner and a lot more smooth. I wouldn't say this one's like not smooth. It's just the new one is smoother. What's the shade range difference between the two? Oof. So the luminous ones seem to be a little bit more, dulled down isn't the right word, a lot more neutral, not quite as like bright as a lot of the original putty. I mean, this one's super bright, but that's like the brightest one. Everything else is like super duper neutral or like deeper shades, whereas the original putty blush has a lot more bright shades. Interesting. Moving on to the original. Okay, light-handed please. It is a highly pigmented creamy formula that melts into your skin for a natural glow. See, natural glow versus like straight up shimmer, I guess. Transforms to a creamy semi-matte finish. Again, it's infused with argan oil and vitamin E like the other one for a boost of hydration. A silky smooth buildable formula will give you a flushed from within glow. And again, you can apply however you want. It comes in 8 shades. And then this is in the shade Fiji. And it's the same price as one of their Holy Grail products. I really love it. Okay, I'm a little bit surprised. I want to start off by saying it's not like the original putty blush is hard to use at all. But the luminous one is more forgiving. Especially if you have a really bright shade, definitely more forgiving. A little tiny bit of a glow from, I just can't get this. There we go. From the original one, like they said, it's a semi-matte, but this, I like the look of it better. The shades are not as close as I thought they would be. I mean, I thought I could get away with it. This is more pink than I thought it would be. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one on accident. No? This is the one I meant to grab. It's just more pink than I thought. They're both pretty. I'm going to skip the bronzer, but I am going to put on the rest of my makeup real fast. I'm also not going to use highlight because it's definitely not necessary on this side. But, you know, we want to see if there's anything weird happening. The highlight doesn't get in the way. It's currently $12.09. I love these. Know that if you want a more pigmented, like super bright look, you can, at least with the original one, you can achieve a really intense look. It's very, very buildable, but I really especially like the luminous one because it blends out to like a normal amount of pigment. So it's not quite as scary. And I didn't know that until I tried this new one and it's kind of amazing. This, absolutely perfect for summer. Like you could not find, as of right now, you could not find a better blush for summer, especially this shade, but just like the finish, so beautiful. I really love both. I do, but as you can tell, I really like this one. I decided to stick them, oh, I have mascara on my lids, ignore that, I'm gonna scrape it off in a minute. I decided to stick both of them on my lids, like one on each side, and you really can't tell a difference, which is nice. Because I'm like, why not? We'll see how well it deals with really oily situations, because my lids get oily and I didn't use it like an eyeshadow primer, so that'll be fun. I just stuck some bronzer in my crease and then I I stuck it on top. So far, so beautiful. Love it. I didn't use any setting spray. Like I said, no primer, no powder before or after. I mean, they both kind of turn into a powder finish, but this looks more powdery than this. I'm gonna go by my day. I'm gonna do a check-in halfway throughout the day in natural lighting, see what's really happening with these guys. Slightly nervous that this is gonna like fall apart because I have like combination to oily skin, although my cheeks do not get as oily as like my T-zone. Sometimes they can when it gets really hot, and it's 88 degrees right now and it's supposed to get into the 90s. And if you didn't know, Utah is like dry heat. It gets miserable sometimes. We'll see what happens, but I will see you in just a second.
Okay, we're at the halfway point. I got a new phone today. Can you tell? Does it look better than normal? I don't know yet. But this is what everything looks like. I would say everything's holding up beautifully. In between my eyebrows is creasing because I didn't put powder on my face. But that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about the blush, and the blush looks absolutely beautiful. On the lids, it's starting to crease though. Can you see? Oh, and look, mascara transferred too. Oily lids, not the best. I mean, it's not super noticeable unless I like go like this. But if I'm looking straight forward, it looks fine. So it's kind of like in between for eyelids, but face, spot on. It looks beautiful. So I guess we'll see if it continues to look like this throughout the rest of the day.
It's currently 12:36 and this is what the blush looks like, and I feel like both did well, but here's the thing. They faded just a tiny bit each. Just a tiny bit. They're still very noticeable. Like, it's still beautiful. But there's like this patch right here that just like appeared randomly within the last few hours. I don't know when exactly. That faded kind of weird. This side does not have that issue. And like the glow still looks good. It doesn't look like a gross like end of day glow. This side kind of looks a little bit dull now. This is still amazing. The original Putty Blush, still awesome. Still love it. Still want to use it. But this, I wanted all the shades. Well, maybe not all of them, because there's that one like tannish color, taupe color, but one of them that I was like, that'd make me look like a zombie. No, I can't pull that one off. I want all the shades that I feel like I could pull off. This is great. This is easier to blend out, and I feel like it just wears a little bit better throughout the rest of the day. When it fades more evenly, smoother. They both feel comfortable. It feels like there's nothing on your face. It's just, so e.l.f, you're just stepping up your game when it comes to like the shimmery, glow, whatever. You're doing great. If you want to see a video comparing the new Fenty Beauty Poutsicle lipstick versus the Maybelline Vinyl lipstick, you can click right here. I'll link everything I talked about in the description box below. Those links are affiliate links, so I do get a small percentage of the profits if you use my link to buy the product, but it does not affect you in any way. I love you so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye!